I am Geoffrey is back in World of Tanks. I'm going to discuss two reasons why teams are sometimes not very balanced and games go one way or another. So I'm going to play two tanks that I got over the holidays ops, and this is one of them. This is a tier 6 target-like tanks, a VK01P, whatever it was, I think it was VK01P, and it's very much like Tiger 131. And I am bottom tier in platoon matchmaking in a heavy tank that I've never played before. I've played a few times, but not that many, and I'm saying I hope you can win the battle for me. I am bottom tier in Prohorovka in a heavy tank. That's the worst case scenario in World of Tanks. How bad can it get? So, can it get worse than this? I mean, so I'm going to commentate on the battle, and there were two things I wanted to talk about. Now, I have no chance here. I'm going to be spotted straight away. So there are two things I'm going to talk about. One of them is already spotted. I must be spotted from the distance, from the bushes. So they have already, here it is. So they have already a light tank there that's not being spotted. We have a light tank in the middle, and we have the Type 64 that's been shot at. It's been spotted by the T-50-2 that moved to the middle there with the bushes, and he's spotted the Type 64, possibly also the other light. The other light was killed. The third light, the VK2801, is going somewhere in those houses, but there isn't going to be anybody there. The only reason he's gone there is in order to spot the heavy tank, which I can spot. However, what's the problem here? Okay, so here's the tip. If you're in a light tank, you go and spot this guy by proxy spotting him, by going very close or whatever. You're going to spot him from up there, yes, but then he's going to go hold down. What you need is to have someone who's down here, who's only going to spot him when he tries to go up to the top. Then only then will he be spotted. So you need someone who's down here, so you only spot him when he goes to the top, so his tracks, or whatever, his lower hull can be exposed and he can be shot from the hill. Because now he was being spotted when he was hold down, and the guys on the hill could not kill him because it's the top tier, heavy, and it has very strong turret. So one light did a useless run, the other light killed itself, and the Type 64 is down to half health. So we can still win. Well, let's see how it goes. Now, I've already said that one of the main issues is vision. So one of the themes in this battle is that a lot of people have watched a lot of videos about famous YouTubers, and the main thing YouTubers do, the famous ones, is farm a lot, and that's what they show in their videos. And so the message everybody gets is, I must farm a lot, so therefore I must not have optics, I must not have whatever camo, someone else will hold the line for me, someone else will spot for me, someone else whatever will spot enemy tanks for me. He shot, so I took a shot there. And that, in my view, that's the main reason, one of the two main reasons why battles go one way or another, why we have landslide defeats and landslide victories. So there's an enemy VK over there, it's been shot, and the T-50-2 has retreated. Presumably he went out of pressure, or I think what he's going to do is going back to spot whoever comes from the north side, our side. I missed, damn it, and got hit. Damn it! That wasn't very good. That was definitely bad. So what he's thinking is, okay, our team has won the hill. We're 5-2 in terms of the score. It's pretty good. So he's thinking, our team has won the hill, so everyone's going to go over there on the north side. So he's gone there to spot. He's already spotting us. So he's already spotted, I think, the light tank possibly. The light tank's trying to spot the renegade. It's my chance to go and kill the renegade now. If I'm lucky and I don't get spotted by the AMX, if I get spotted by the AMX, I'll be shredded. Okay, I've got him. Very slow. I'm just not equipped for this kind of fighting. in such an open environment. Gegnerfahrzeug ausgeschaltet. I actually killed him. That's pretty amazing. I didn't expect that when I was playing the battle. And so you can already see there the T-50-2 has been spotted. So he's doing all the spotting, and he's spotting our team. We're still winning 6-2. That's pretty good. I spotted this guy, I think, but I got spotted myself. Maybe the VK had spotted him, but I missed. 6-2 is pretty good. It's a good score. And we're also up slightly with HP. And now 7-3. I mean, still okay, you know. That's not too bad. We have a chance, but I'm afraid, as you will see, things will start going downhill. Why? Because the T-50-2 is spotting. Our light that was on this side can't handle it or whatever. He's doing too much. The projectile managed to kill himself, and the enemy still has a full health Borask. So we lost our projectile. The enemy has a full health Borask. And now I'm doing the spotting in a heavy tank, bottom tier in Prokhorovka. I'm now doing the spotting because we lost our light tank. Now you can already ask yourselves, what is the chance of winning this battle? We are even 7-7. It's still a possibility, and we have map control. Now everything very much depends on who has the best optics. And the Sturer Mill died because he had worse optics than the Borask. He lost sight of the Borask, but the Borask did not lose sight of the Sturer Mill. And so we're down now one tank, and the Sturer Mill forgot to pack some optics or binocs. Why? Because people, come into the battle saying, I want to farm. I've watched, this YouTuber and that YouTuber, and they were farming everybody. I want to farm. I want to be famous. What's going to win the battle? Farming is going to be useful as long as someone can spot. Yeah, because otherwise you're not going to farm anybody. And what's going to win the battle, I think, in my view, is actually, to a great extent, who is spotting. Of course, is also who is shooting. You have to shoot, yeah. But if you cannot spot, you don't even have a chance to shoot. No, I have to take out the light tank in the open in the middle of Prokhorovka. I mean, what are the chances of ending up in this situation? And we're down 3 tanks, 7-10. So you can imagine what's going to happen. And I missed. That was a critical shot. Should have loaded, had I loaded PCR? Maybe I had, just missed. Not enough gun velocity or whatever, or just bad aiming. Okay, the Scorpion got him, but that's not enough. So we have a tier 8 Scorpion, me, and the Crusader SB, who almost certainly has been spotted and has been hit by Artie, probably, not certainly, but possibly. It's been hit by Artie. Could be hit by one of the hidden enemy tanks. We still haven't spotted the Shu 130. And the Borask is still on the prowl. He was probably shooting from up on the hill on the left. Oh, I spotted the Polar tank. Okay, I'm doing all the spotting in the open in Prokhorovka while we're losing. And what's the point? Who am I spotting for? The Scorpion has gone to hide among the trees, so he's not going to spot anyone. If he's get ganged up on, he's not going to spot anybody. There he goes. And he was moving. At least he could have stayed stationary. So the Shu 130 PM was stationary. I managed to get that stationary, and our own guy was presumably, ambushing the enemies, and he was moving. And almost certainly he didn't have optics either. And the other guys who got hit up in the north, like the projector, also probably didn't have optics. They all come here to farm. Now what I'm doing is I want to get over to the bridge because I'm kind of feeling I'm surrounded. I want to get over here to the middle and go across over to the hill, but I got spotted and I'm just hoping here there's nobody behind me. Okay, but there's at least the Pollock tanks behind me and the Polish CS tank is behind me. And that's it. That's finished. We're finished. So that was a little bit of a disaster. And so that was one thing that I want to say. So here is, the end. I was second best by experience in Prokhorovka in a heavy tank in plaster matchmaking, bottom tier. And of course I finished a whole lot of missions and stuff, but I even spotted someone for the first time. And God, that was so annoying. And so there is another thing that's quite obvious from this battle, that probably, almost certainly, the other players were not very good. That means the 3 players we had at the top tier tanks were also not very good. The Progetto and the heavy tank, whatever it was, that was in the middle and the beginning of the game time, was being focused by Artie. And so, you may say that, if one team has 3 chieftains, the other team has 3 whatever, then the guys with 3 chieftains will win at tier 10 with tier 10 matchmaking. But here, if you +2 matchmaking, the top 3 guys are not good, then, it doesn't matter really what the other guys are doing. If the top 3 guys have like 500 battles between them, then, it's over. And so the matchmaking has a lot to do with who is top tier in +2 matchmaking, and it should be somehow balanced. It's in the lower tiers. It's not about having the 3 chieftains on every side or whatever. What you should have is the guys at the top in the top tier tanks should be better than the guys in the lower tiers and middle tiers, and the guys in the middle tiers should be better than the guys in the lower tiers, because then it's just, it's totally random. It's like you have a mathematician digging and a digger, whatever, builder trying to do mathematics. It doesn't work like this. These are not teams. It's a random assemblages or bunches of humanity. You don't call this thing a team. You call a team like Manchester United is a team. Everybody's good, or whatever. Some local football team. Yeah, but everybody is the same standard. If you get like, a mathematician, a builder, 2 unemployed guys, a mentally retarded, and an architect, and whatever, and tell them, now come and play football, the other team is all footballers. This isn't a team, It's like you go into a bus station, there's 12 people, 15 people sitting there. They're not a team, they're just waiting for a bus. If they're inside a bus, they're not a team, they're not the bus 93 team, they just happen to be there. It's not a team, it's like a bunch of people. It's like, I've really decided I'm not going to call teams anymore. I have to find a new word. Because like pretending that wargaming is producing a team game, and this is not a team game. Okay, so what's happening here? Let's go back into the commentary. So the guys on the left think they're winning, but almost certainly they have no optics or binocs. There are 2 heavy tanks or whatever, and there's a light tank which has only spotted 1 guy. So on the left they're useless, they have no optics, no vision. On the right we have a chance. What I'm hoping is the Skoda, for example, sitting in the back, and the other guy come to help us, because if they come to help us we can rush them. And I don't want to move forward on my own, because I'm worried I may be ganged upon. If all these guys fighting the heavy suddenly turn towards me, by the time the heavies come to help me, slowly sort of trudging along. Okay, second hit. They will have ganged down upon me and killed me by the time the heavies come to help me. So I'm waiting, and the Skoda now is making a move. I'm hoping he's going to come my way. I'm coming here to get protection in case one of them starts to sneak out, because I was reloading. And yes, the Skoda has come over, and now we have more of a chance. Now we can flank them over here. The Skoda is an autoloader, so he can cause a lot of damage, and I can cover him. Okay, he managed to kill him without my help. And now I can cover him if anyone tries to come this way. And by the time, you know, if someone decides or whatever and hesitates, he'll have reloaded. Okay, I have this guy. Okay, now this guy was sitting at the back, almost certainly not a good player. Okay, he hit me. That, I think he was lucky. Because if he was a good player, he wouldn't be just sitting at the back there. And the Skoda is taking no prisoners. Skoda is doing a great job. I wonder why he was so tentative at the beginning. What? Why? Where did the shot go? Okay. Maybe I blind shot someone. And I have a great position. This dead tank's providing good cover for me. And now we're 6-3, so we won this side. And now the key is to push, because the enemy has two Leopard PTs, tier 9. I'm top tier, by the way. First time I'm playing this tank, by the way. That was my first battle in this tank. So the enemy also has two tanks of this kind, top tier, and they haven't turned up. One of them has been spotted sort of from the northwest, and probably the other one is over there as well. That's okay. Oh, someone else hit me. Two guys hit me. Anyway, hopefully now the rest of the team will gang up on him. Now the other two Leopards are on the left, and they are firing out darts without vision. Can I shoot this guy? He's in a good tank. Oh, he's drowning. Okay, that's gonna be easy. And by the way, this guy was hit by the RT. Why don't I ever get hit by RT? You can watch my videos. Okay, he got hit by an RT. You can watch my videos. I never get hit by an RT. I mean, why is that so? I don't have a deal with hard players, and this guy doesn't have optics. Okay, and I'm saying to the double barrel guy, good job. He's done a good job.
Much obliged.
Yeah, see what a team we have. Like, we're all pushing together. That's great. We don't get teams like that. You know, they're aggressive and push together. And we're all kind of low health-ish. The guy with most health, the Skoda, is going to go ahead. That's great. And we have more tanks. So I also got this tank in Holiday Ops. I researched this line to the end. Spent a lot of the credits I earned for Holiday Ops in researching this tank, and in fact I got also the top tier 10 Leopard, and I put Schwarzenegger in it. Now, you know, maybe I'm a little bit too rushful. I wanted to go behind those bushes, and I thought I'm double bushed. Kill this guy, but got spotted. Someone managed to spot him behind those bushes. I don't know how. Damn it! Okay. That was one of the Leopards, and there's another Leopard around here. I mean, my team is catching up, but I could have, you know, I thought I wouldn't get spotted, otherwise I wouldn't have shot. I would have waited for the team. Okay, the team decided to just camp. The Chrysler and the double barrel decided to just camp. That's okay, it's good for them. Okay, that's it. Guess you can see the contrast of the teams. And I think we also won this battle because of more decisiveness, working together as a team for a change. Very rare, extremely rare. And we had better vision in the end, at least. Yeah, so the enemy guys, probably the two Leopards, had no optics either. So vision wins battles, but look how much damage one of the enemy Leopards got. Anyway, so Confederate and all kinds of things. Spotted lots of guys. That was the idea, and yeah, this is the last Holiday Ops where I got those two tanks to show you the battles. I hope you learned something from this episode, and thank you for watching.